Hey everybody, welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. So this time, we are bouncing between storylines hard, but at the very least, we're trying to have as much of the episode as possible focus on kind of a single story. And to refresh you very quickly, Potbelly is entering the room, entering the Fire Giant's home, their place where they store all of their trophies, these proud people. Potbelly went from the vampire realm into this realm, and you hear a voice going, Pomper, is that you? Takbor, the fire giant, who has already been enraged by Birdcough, by Invisible Pomper making a bunch of noise, now pivots his head and is looking at, from his perspective, is a tiny troll just peeking out of the door frame.
You know what's funny? I think you could kill him.
The Takbor?
Yeah, I think you could kill Takbor.
I'm looking.
Probably.
Are we free to act here?
Yeah, you're free to act.
I want to say first, as soon as Pomper shows up, I start casting Foresight on myself.
Or Potbelly, as soon as Potbelly shows up?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I
Spidey
meant.
sense, right?
Yeah, it gives me advantage on everything and disadvantage against me.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
What spell slot is that?
I can cast it once per long rest.
Cool.
But it takes a minute to cast, so I'm like,
Okay,
as
so
soon as Potbelly shows up, I'm just like, crap. And I'm just like,
speak in your mind, I forgot. Or is it only if you speak?
if you're within 30 feet, the way we've been playing it is like, you can kind of like call me,
Okay.
and I can like talk to you.
I can't remember.
Hey, Therese.
Yeah. Hey.
You there?
There's a signal. Basically, it's a signal.
Yeah. I
usually,
can feel the desire scraping in my mind.
Wiggle your eyebrows.
Wiggle your big toe.
Okay, so you cast Foresight on yourself.
Yeah, like quietly mumbling to myself for a minute.
Yeah, I think you'd have enough time with all the chaos that is going on that you
That's
could
my
totally... Also, Takbor has been screaming a lot, so that kind of covers the verbal component, much like it did with Birdcough and the Greater Invisibility. So I think that's a completely fair game.
Cool.
I want to survey the room and look for the weapon that will kill Takbor. Looking for something special, something
Just gonna try to bring him down.
That
Something
you're proficient with.
something out of place,
Yes.
or something that stands out.
The first thing that stands out and is the easiest to reach is the sword that I mentioned last time that has runes on it. That seems special. There are other weapons hanging in the wall that you could take a look at. Also, you're in a pile of normal weapons if you want to try to use those. Oh, no, you're not. You're actually... Sorry, you're behind... You're behind the drawer of
Like a
jewels.
mouse. Yeah.
Like
Is
a
there any
mouse.
weapon?
Still invisible if I...
He's still invisible, but you'd have to...
Because Foresight's not a concentration spell, so it doesn't ruin my...
I guess.
Or it might, actually.
I guess my question. This is a
It's not
room full of weapons and items on display, Ben. But I guess I'm just looking for something that is separate from the rest. Or is there something that maybe is off in its own
The sword he's
place?
described to you.
Yeah, that's... I feel like I've kind of described it to you the best I could in the sense that, hey, you've got a pile of weapons that at a glance all look pretty similar, and then you have other weapons that are hanging that are special, but they're also foreign, and so you can't... It would be impossible, I think, from your position to just look and be like, that is the fire giant killing weapon. It's not going to be that easy, unfortunately.
Cool.
I just checked invisibility. If Pomper attacks or casts a spell, it would end.
Right.
And if I cast a concentration spell, it would end. Yeah.
And that's the thing about greater invisibility is you can attack,
do it, but it only
without-
lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Let's get spout.
All right, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that sword, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Can you
Okay.
use it?
Can I use it?
Yeah. Like, you can't use the axe, and it was, like, hosing you. Like, are you proficient enough to use a sword?
Probably not.
Check your character
Yeah,
sheet.
what type of weapons are you good with?
I'm good with maces.
I'm ready to
Should be
go.
on your sheet.
Characters are usually proficient not with like specific weapons, but categories of weapons.
Yeah.
Simple weapons.
That's a simple weapon.
I actually don't know what the greatsword is categorized as. We can look though.
Simple weapons proficiency.
So in order to get to the weapons, you would have to move across the room,
Okay.
as mentioned.
I'll start that process
Okay.
of claiming this weapon.
Okay.
My intent.
The good news.
My intent here. Potbelly's coming in. I gotta act fast. I know he's gonna be in danger. Takbor's out of control. I'm gonna try to get this sword and go for the Achilles.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
Yep.
Disarm.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because, yeah, you didn't have this whole walk with him up, Takbor.
Yeah.
You have no compassion for this man.
No. I think he is like an enslaver
Yeah.
at this point with the murals, with
Oh,
the
the murals, dude, on the way up.
So
Remember,
Takbor's sketchy.
remember, Therese specifically told you not to do anything.
For sure, I'm gonna
touch anything. It's too late.
I'm gonna grab it and kind of be ready.
Oh yeah, I said
to do
don't
it.
touch anything.
Things have been touched.
So
It's too
the
late for that.
greatsword is a martial weapon. It's not a simple melee weapon. A mace is a simple melee weapon, and that is something that you mentioned you were proficient in, so that makes sense. But the greatsword is a martial weapon.
Is there a bejeweled mace?
The weapons that are hanging on the wall appear to be bigger. So you've got a greatsword, great axe, warhammer. There may be similarly enchanted smaller weapons, but they're not hanging on the wall. They're not being displayed.
It's all right. I need the sharp edge to slice his Achilles.
Okay, right. You're just gonna knock a mace against it. I got you.
So Pomper, I do want to throw this at you.
Okay.
Because something happened. Potbelly, who was just peeking out of the doorframe, like, it's been a little bit hard to describe this because we used it as a stinger and then we brought it up here. But Potbelly doesn't understand what a fire giant is. This is the first time he's seen a fire giant and is, like, immediately freaked out.
Well, he saw it sleeping.
He saw it sleeping, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, awake
Yeah.
and active and coming at him. Potbelly, but you're right, he totally did see it sleeping in the room. Potbelly looks at the fire giant and then just goes back into the doorframe trying to hide. Like, it's just an instinctual kind of response. And Takbor walks forward a little bit in the room, and what he does is he just slumps to the ground on his butt. And his legs...
Takbor does or Potbelly does?
Takbor does. Now, you can still...
What the?
You can actually still move across the room and grab the sword if you want to. I'm not even going to make you roll a stealth check for it because he's just so distracted, and he's the only person who you're trying to not get the attention of. But Takbor just slumps on the ground. His legs are kind of splayed out on the floor. And he puts his hands in his lap, and his head just sinks. And he just appears extremely distraught.
Now's
Whoa.
your chance. Now's your chance.
Also, the sword won't be invisible, just so you know,
Okay. I
because you weren't holding it when it was cast.
this gives me pause. He's sitting down now.
Mm-hmm.
He seems distraught. You said.
Yes, something is getting to him, and it seems like he's reached a breaking point. So Potbelly seemed to be the final straw for him, and he just something in him has just sharply changed in a moment.
Okay.
Has a
the
minute
situation.
passed, do you think?
We're getting very close to it.
Okay.
The situation has changed, so now I am going to look for a mace, something I'm more comfortable with.
Okay, so you're gonna take this opportunity to
Yeah.
look around. Okay, so a minute has passed.
Okay.
Um,
I think I was still like not in the weapon room, so I want to.
You were not.
Yeah, I want to walk to the doorway. Well, now I have the foresight, so I can see a short distance
You
into the
have
future.
The full sight.
I want to speak into Takbor's mind and just say, Takbor, are you all right?
So Takbor, remember his beard and his hair were kind of ignited before. They're dim now.
Yeah.
And Takbor says, in your mind, which he does not normally like this style of communication, but is offering no resistance here. And he says, he speaks in a more subdued tone than he has in the past. And he says, "It's over. It's all over. There's no use in pretending anymore. I thought by showing you around and sharing my culture, I could maybe keep the ember of the fire giant dream alive, but now I've got blasted trolls scurrying around like rats in an abandoned building. That is what we have become, and there's no use in pretending anymore."
What was your dream? What was the dream of the fire giants?
The dream of the fire giants was to reach the sun, to reach our god. But we could only do it as a people. And
What?
I am the only one still free.
What went wrong? Where's everyone else?
Ralmos came, and he used squid-faced monsters to enslave our people, to use them in whatever his blasted plan is.
Good thing I didn't cut this guy's Achilles.
Yeah.
When he's talking about Ralmos, his beard does light up a little bit. He's
Sure.
angry.
I'll speak out loud. I'll say Ralmos is our enemy as well.
What do you know of the tiefling, as he refers to himself? What do you know of him?
Not a lot. We know that he's collecting slaves, amassing power. He seems to be toying with us in some way. He set up these pillars to teleport us to different realms, I think. That's how we ended up here, as you know. His ultimate ends I do not know, but I know that we were on our way to stop him.
Fire giants are people. We're conquerors, as I've mentioned. We, through our domination, have found the gift of travel. We can go so many places so quickly. You would think we would see something like Ralmos coming, but not all that long ago. It is like Ralmos came from nowhere, from nothing, with so much power. Like there was some great disturbance, and Ralmos is just correcting course with his evil.
I have a theory as to why that may be, and I think we may have a way to stop him. Can you grant me the ability to travel between worlds as you do?
Yes. In fact, I think you've already seen it.
The pillars?
The pillars.
Of eternity.
The pillars are how we travel. I can take you anywhere, in any realm that I know of.
Well, it seemed as though Ralmos wanted us to go into that bat pillar, and I suspect that's where some of my friends may have gone.
You know it's where we went.
We left first, didn't? Oh no, you left first.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. And I know my friends went through that pillar.
Funny thing about the bat. There are two stones, two realms that we have not been to. And one we are deeply afraid of. Many others we've destroyed, for we've taken everything that we could. We were not permitted travel into the bat's realm.
Why not?
I don't know. The stone was dim.
What is the other that you did not go into?
We did not go in to the squid realm, which is where I assume the creatures spring forth. Some powerful magic prohibited us. And the realm of the great tiger, he is the only foe that has been able to beat us.
Why don't you come with us? Restore honor.
There is no honor anymore. We
We can get
take
back.
we take pride in the collective. I don't care about myself. I don't care about Takbor. I only care about us as a people. I don't have the will to go on or pretend anymore without them.
Jack boy, you gotta be the will of the people. You must be strong for them.
An enslaved fire giant is as good as a dead one.
Wait, how do we free you then?
I am not enslaved. My people.
Ralmos, you missed the first part. We were speaking in
Oh,
each
yeah,
other's
yeah,
heads.
yeah.
Ralmos enslaved all the other fire
Oh,
giants.
okay. Well, let's break them out. Let's save them.
Ralmos or Takbor, if you outfit us, get us prepared, we will go. We will follow the breadcrumbs Ralmos has left, and we will kill him.
Take whatever you want. Everything in here is nothing more than a memory of a civilization now dead. Ransack it. Desecrate it. It is yours, no longer mine.
I go uninvisible. Come with us, Takbor.
I told you not to come in here!
We're on your side, Takbor.
Yeah.
What side is that? I am on no side. I only ask that you kill me and end my dishonor.
No. We're gonna help. We're gonna free your people.
We're gonna get them all back.
Yeah.
So you can continue destroying other realms.
Do you say that?
No.
Cook!
Yes.
You seem to have the most sense out of anyone.
What?
From time to time.
You know this is fruitless.
I sort of tend to assume I can do anything until proven otherwise, you know? We've killed a god before, and Ralmos isn't a real god as far as I can guess. He might be in league with one, but I think we could take him down too. And it's worth trying. Or I could just go buy a kingdom and live my days. But I think that Ralmos has got his eye on us, so I don't think we'd ever be able to rest.
I don't know where they've taken my people. They seem to be able to travel between the realms even more easily than we can. For all I know, they're in the Squid Face realm, sucking out the brains of my fire giant brethren. Or they're in the realm of the tiger, using his cunning to devise some grand plan. Or they're in the realm of this damn bat. I don't even know what's in there.
Well, I know that Villiand is in there, so we've got to go
we gotta
pull
go
him
there.
out. at
What's
least.
a Villiand?
He's a friend.
Oh, he's a paladin that we know.
Hey, listen up, Takbor.
Hey, listen up.
Hey, listen up.
If we free your people, will you turn over a new leaf and live in peace?
In our eyes, we are extremely peaceful creatures. Proud, but peaceful. I suppose that doesn't make sense to someone who doesn't see the peace that conquering can bring.
I say into Pomper's head, I say, Pomper, just leave it for now. I'll talk to you when we're out of here about that, okay?
Do you know what the deal is with those Dao?
No.
Can we ask him?
Might as well. He seems pretty receptive right now.
He likes you. You ask him.
Okay. Takbor, out loud, I say, Takbor, we noticed that the Dao were behaving strangely. They weren't following your commands. Do you know what might be behind that?
The Dao are mysterious creatures. I don't even know if creatures is the right word. They act like animated golems from some damn mage. Or like some sort of machine. One day, our entire people, as we usually do, we went out to conquer and hunt. We came back, and the Dao were there, harvesting, showing us secrets of our own world that we never knew before. Almost like some sort of divine gift. Ever since we started shifting between realms, things like the Dao, things like Ralmos, they arrive without any sort of coming at all.
Have you ever seen a dragon?
I have.
I look at Pomper. Interesting. So you'd been to the world from which we come.
Huh?
The world in which you come, what do you mean?
What? What'd you say?
The world from which you come, what do you mean?
Oh, myself and Pomper here come from another realm. We were brought here after incidents took place that led to that realm undergoing some significant change. And we thought it transformed into this one, but perhaps we were simply moved.
It has been some time since we visited the dragons. When we did, long ago, an impassable amount of time, it seemed. They were just beginning. We admired their dominance, their strength, their view of the world. In their own way, they too seemed to be pursuing the sun. And because their goals were just as noble as ours, we let them be.
Interesting. We haven't met anyone else here who even knew about our old world, so it was interesting to hear you say that you knew what a dragon was.
Apparently Ramos knows as well, for he's fascinated by the dragons.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is real nice and all, but I need to go to bed. Is there a bed around here? I'm tired.
We sleep in that direction.
Okay,
He
I'm gonna
points
head off.
behind him.
I'm gonna head off that direction.
And I go off and grab Potbelly. Potbelly, it's all right. Come on in.
Potbelly is like in the corner by where the stairs lead up and where the door frame is, and he's just like he's trying to. You can definitely tell that he's trying his best to not be freaking out, but he's shaking.
Oh, did I walk by him?
No.
Okay.
I say to Takbor.
Oh, were you on the stairs?
He was in
No,
the
I was
drum
hiding.
room.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, okay.
I say to Takbor, Takbor, if you were to recommend one of these rapiers, which one would you say is the best?
I can show you the rapier of a great pirate that I took incredible pleasure in killing.
Sounds great.
If you go in that direction, you will see a glass case. And there's only one weapon in there. And it is a brilliant rapier. That rapier has killed many.
Good lord. God. Thank you, Takbor. I go look for the rapier.
Okay. You see a nice rapier. It seems to be on. It's in a nice display case. The base of the case is made out of wood. There's like red velvet kind of lining the case, and there's a glass top that seems really well made. This weapon case is human size, appropriate for the size of the weapon.
Humanoid.
There are other cases of weapons. However, in those cases, there seem to be multiple weapons. This one is really special since it is just by itself.
Cool. Is there a way to open the case that I can see?
It seems like it opens freely. There's
Okay.
no lock on it.
Okay, I will open it and remove the rapier.
Okay. It feels very light.
Oh, cool.
Angela hype.
I examine the rapier for a time as I walk back over toward Takbor.
It is an extremely nice rapier. It seems to glisten almost in like this white, brilliant radiance.
Cool. I never know a good RP way to find out properties of a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Takbor, is there anything I should know about this weapon? I don't like to go into battle with an untested blade.
It seems that rapier has traded hands. I believe the swashbuckler stole it from a priest who had it blessed.
Oh.
It does some sort of holy effect on those it pierces.
Interesting.
Gonna need that.
What
Yeah.
that means is it does radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay, Potbelly?
Pampa! Oh! And he gives you a big hug.
I hug him back.
I'm so relieved to see you. You can tell that he's crying. Where in the world are we? What is this place?
It's a fire giant world. They live here. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Did you see that mess outside?
What mess?
There were all these creatures. It seems like they were made of rock. They were in some sort of formation. It was very bizarre. It was like they were some sort of winged beast. But they were all dead.
Winged beast?
Never seen anything like that in my life.
Am I within earshot of this? Or
No.
Oh.
You know, the universe is a crazy. Do I understand the concept of universe in this?
You talk to Law.
Yeah, right. Okay. The universe is a crazy place, isn't it, Potbelly? You've probably seen more in the last week than you have in your whole life.
I've seen more in the last hour than I've seen in my... Well, no, that's not right. It would have taken him a while to get here. I've seen more in the past day than I've seen in my whole life. Yes. I'm at wit's end. I just wanted to save my people, and I thought you could help me, but I think what you're chasing after is beyond Potbelly's scope at this point.
Don't let him leave.
Yeah, Potbelly, no. It's one small step in a greater mission.
Speaking of steps, is that thing gonna step on me?
Just don't look at it. Don't talk to it. He gets pretty agitated.
A little edgy. I think I should leave.
No, we stay together, Potbelly. We stay together. We're stronger as a unit.
Pomper, do you hear what you're saying? That thing could squish us like bugs. This is insanity.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here soon, alright? Let me just come on over here and pick out a weapon.
Pomper, I've never used a weapon in my life. I mean, not beyond a crude bow and a simple hunting knife. I'm not a warrior.
Dude.
I use my claws.
I wasn't a warrior either, but you know, if you wanna save your people, crazy things are gonna happen. Evil things.
Hand us some nunchucks.
You will do evil things. You will do evil things.
Pomper, this is me going against my right mind. Every bit of sense I've earned in this brief life that I've had, I will stick by your side. I'm putting my undeserving life in your hands.
Potbelly.
None of what you're saying is making any sort of convincing sense to me, but I do believe you have good intentions.
I give him a hug.
Yeah.
And I say I'm not gonna let anything happen to you or your people.
Oh, jeez. Classic Pomper.
That is a deep promise. Are you sure that that's one you can keep?
I'm gonna do my best. But as you can see, this world, this place, there's all manner of unexplainable things. But I will tell you that I will do my best. That's all I can give you is my word.
What's wrong with the big man?
I don't know. He seems sad for some reason, but I'm just letting Therese talk to him. I think he likes her.
I guess I'll walk over, or I'll say to Takbor, I'll say, all right, I'm gonna go collect the orc, and then we'll be out of your hair, Takbor. Thank you for your hospitality. I hope that we can sort out this problem for you, and we'll meet again.
During that, Potbelly and I go over to the weapons room,
Okay.
walking and talking.
I do want to address the sleeping quarters that Birdcough runs across. Okay.
I was
So-
gonna head that way too.
Okay.
After that, yeah.
So you go in the direction of where Takbor told you that you could sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember him saying that, like, hey, I don't think you're going to like where we're going to sleep
Yes.
because it's a little weird?
Yes.
So what you see is this wide room, the widest that it's been in, and there are basically these stone rectangles, kind of three. There's 3 of them, and they're evenly spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
And below the 3 slanted rectangles, there's kind of like an indented floor.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is you actually see a large slit in the wall, and lava squirts out and like fills the floor, and then slowly somehow dissipates through the earth.
Okay. I'm gonna go back the other way. I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'll find my own place to sleep.
I'm gonna send the raven back up through the tower, down the path. It's gonna fly to the pillar. I tell it to go to the pillar, travel through it, and if it takes you back to that room, go to the bat and look for Villiand, so that hopefully by the time we get there, the raven will be able to tell me where Villiand is. I cannot communicate through dimensions to the raven.
Okay. So what you're trying to do is basically you're sending your bird out physically to do a
Scouting mission.
yeah, but there's going to be a lot of travel time.
Yeah.
'Kay.
It'll get there faster than we do.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
As the bird flies.
As the
But it'll have to fly all the way down the path.
Yeah.
Have to hit the stone, have to go, and it'll have to like look around for where Villiand is because it doesn't know where Villiand is.
I mean, unless Tagbor has pillars in this place, I could ask him, I guess. But I'm trying to find Birdcough. Do we cross paths?
Yeah. As he's coming back, you're coming towards
okay.
him. Yep.
Birdcough, I think we should go and rest when we find Villiand.
No, I'm resting now.
All right, then I'm gonna leave you here.
All right.
Okay.
Oh no. The party's falling apart.
The party's full.
I'm
That's what
tired.
Therese would do. Okay, then I turn back around to try to find Pomper.
I'm still going towards Pomper. I'm gonna ask if he wants to rest.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like
So they're like, fine. But then they just
You walk with each other.
I'm looking for a mace in the like pile of weapons.
not in the pile. The
On
pile's
wall.
worthless.
I'm looking for a good mace around somewhere.
Okay.
That weapon had its own room, dude.
I know.
Find a room.
I'm just looking around
Okay.
because the wall were material weapons. You said.
So on the
Martial-
wall, there are
martial
weapons that are hung behind the wall, kind of like in its own indented space. There are a bunch of weapon cases where Therese found the rapier.
Cool.
There are other weapons in the glass
Cool.
cases.
I'm looking for a mace and a whip.
Okay, so let's deal with the mace first.
Why are you looking for a whip?
Utility.
The mace that you see that first catches your attention looks like a normal mace at first, but you get over there and you notice that the mace has like small spikes on it, and that the tips of those spikes seem moist.
Ugh.
Pass.
Take
Next.
it.
That one sounds
No, I'm gonna
awesome.
take that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take that
Okay,
one.
so you open the glass case and you take it. When you lift it up, you notice that a liquid falls down from the tips of the mace, and it actually falls on the like red velvet that's lining the case, and it burns through it.
Sick,
Zero
dude.
more.
You get an acid weapon, and I get
Yeah.
a holy weapon.
How do I like hang on to this thing? I don't want to get acid. It's kind of dangerous.
It is.
Find a mace holster.
Yeah, is there a mace holster?
No.
Yeah, there is in that pile.
You can look through the pile for a mace holster.
An acid-proof mace holster.
All right, I'll take it and just be extra careful.
Carry it with your tail
Yeah,
behind you.
yeah. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna look for a whip to put in my bag.
Okay.
Just hang on to it. I know somebody might want it.
Because Huber knows we're going to Castlevania land.
You just got foresight too.
yeah.
So you look around
off on it.
the weapon room. There's nothing. Also, you notice, because you're kind of fiddling with the mace, you're trying to be careful. You notice that when you hold it perfectly straight up, there's no liquid that comes out.
Okay,
So that seems to be safe.
the way. All right, yeah, I'm gonna. hold
It seems like it is affected by motion, like
Okay.
by not by like it moving in a static place, but by you like swinging it.
This is absolutely perfect for the next level of tail training. I'm gonna try to keep this mace steady to not drip any acid anywhere. That's my goal.
Are you holding it in your tail now?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it with my tail
Oh
now.
my god, dude.
Potbelly, what are you doing, Pomper? You're gonna burn your own tail off.
Training.
Training for what?
For what? My tail is the only real part of me now.
You have a dragonborn arm.
What about your weird arm?
My arm. It's not the same. It feels different.
Also, the tail is human. Skin.
Hey, Pomper
Exactly.
feels what Pomper feels.
Oh, I know. I'm just
My tail
these teenagers
represents my
going through changes.
past and my present.
Whoa. Deep. I like it.
Pampa, you said you'd keep me safe.
Yeah.
Can you promise that you won't get a drop of whatever is coming out of that thing on me?
I promise. I will drip this acid all over me before it even touches you, Potbelly.
So you place the mace in your tail, and are you just gonna try to like walk while keeping it?
Yeah,
Perfectly
kinda
vertical?
Like this, like, so the tail has it, but then it's like here, you know? So like the tail's kind of coming around. I'm just kind of here, and then my arms are here.
You know
my
what's
tail's here.
You know what's fun about this is that I've never seen like a fantasy movie or even illustration with somebody using their tail in such an insane way.
It reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
The like dagger thing, right? Isn't there something?
Oh, the singing sword?
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know.
Is that something with a tail? What is that?
No, it's just a sword.
I don't know. I
All
swear I've seen like a tail kind
I've
of
seen
hold
people
like a
use
dagger.
their tails for stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, dude. X-Men 2, the beginning in the White House.
Yeah.
He's got the dagger in his tail.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He does.
What's
Alright.
funny to me is when
Yeah.
you were a dragonborn, you never used your tail for anything.
It's skinnier now. It's
Yeah,
a skin
it's
tail.
more versatile.
It's-
Yeah.
I took it for granted.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think he did. I think
He probably did. I'm sure he did.
Tail swipe.
like
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, so
See anything you like, Potbelly?
This tail thing, we're kind of playing it by ear. So if you're gonna try to hold it for a long period of time, periodically, I might say, "Hey, make a dexterity check,"
Okay.
and we'll get to a point where you don't have to.
Okay.
I think that seems fair.
Love it, man.
I demand one right now.
Absolutely, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna
But
have
hey,
to.
I've been training up until this point.
Nah, I need consequences. This
I've
is a
been-
heavy
I've been-
mace. This is
I've been
an acid
training
mace.
now for weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a dexterity check.
We haven't been in this land for weeks.
I'm just saying episode count.
Okay.
I brought it to the attention. That is a really, really bad roll. Second.
How bad
flat.
is it?
It's like a 4.
Okay.
It's a 4.
So in your attempt to try to wrap your tail around it, a little bit of liquid, a little bit of the acid that kind of splashed out and it burned your tail, and that hurt you. And you drop the mace on the ground, and actually some of the acid spills out from the mace, and it's creating a crater in the ground. You did not get any, fortunately, on Potbelly,
Oh, nice.
but you do take damage.
Okay.
You take 4 damage from the drop of acid.
Easy. Gotta keep training.
There's no hook on the handle where it could just like attach it to a belt or something.
There is a hook on the handle where you could attach it to a belt.
I need a mace holster.
Hey, are me and Therese in there yet? Back there?
Therese, you were going out of it, right?
I was going back toward Pop. I was going to collect Pomper.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you guys can meet up while
You're gonna
the
fight over
acid
who gets
nonsense
to
is
keep
Well, I'm just
Pomper.
like, hey, Popper, I'm gonna go to sleep. You want to sleep?
Pomper,
I'm really tired.
Pomper, I think that we should go find Villiand and then rest as a group.
We should go.
Because Villiand could be like dying right now.
No,
you
he's
don't
fine.
you don't know.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Yeah, where are we
He's
gonna rest
probably
anyways?
not fine,
He's
Pomper.
he's probably not fine.
I can talk about Villian. I was there. He's in a really dark and scary place. There's all sorts of what seemed like potential trouble brewing there. It was a place that'd been touched by something.
No, he paladin though. He's fine. Warrior of Light.
He was fine. I'm not sure about Palvin though.
Oh, who cares?
Who?
Anyways,
That's fair.
That little kid?
Villian was looking out for him.
I'm gonna go to bed. So you can either join me or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Liamon's tiny hut
You're not even going to the lava room?
Just in this room?
Nice.
right in front of a Takbor.
That one takes a minute too, I think.
Yeah,
You
it
just
does.
gotta be like,
Yeah.
bye.
Takbor speaks up and he says, "As I said, take whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
But before you leave, make sure you kill me."
Okay.
Tackboard, just imagine if we are successful and we do return your comrades and destroy Ralmos. Wouldn't you want to be there for that?
No. I've already shamed my kind enough. If they come back here and they learn that I've let filth, you lesser creatures, get their hands all over it, I'll be disgraced and cast out anyway. I will have betrayed the sun.
Not if we save them. People change, Takbor. I've seen it.
Calm emotion.
You offer a stirring spirit, whatever you are.
Just hang in there. A few more days.
The very last thing, the greatest shame I could bring upon myself is by ending my life at my own hand. And if you don't do it for me, I may be forced.
I'll do it when I wake up.
Tackboard, is there a closer
Squire
pillar?
comes through.
Is there a closer pillar of travel, or must we return to the initial pillar through which we came?
We have other pillars.
Oh. I call my bird back.
The one to the bat, though, that is the only one that I know of.
So we have to go to that same room, and the pillar that we came through is the only way to do that?
If you want to get to the bat, yes.
I keep my bird on. The bird like goes around and then turns back toward the pillar. All right. Takbor, I would rather not kill you. I think that glory and honor can be restored. Yeah.
Birdcough,
What?
play some uplifting music.
What?
Play a song.
No, I'm going to bed.
Ian, can you cast him into a dimension and then bring him back out?
Yeah. Well, I thought about it actually, putting him in a demiplane.
Yeah.
I think he might be too big. Let me check. Because the door is like 10 by 10 or something.
Oh, I thought you had like something else that didn't require
I have
doors.
banishment.
Oh, but that's only like 1 minute, right? No, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, he's not gonna fit in that door.
Wait, so you're not gonna kill him? You're just gonna banish him to another realm?
I thought about it.
Yeah, and then bring him back out when we're having a boss fight. What's he gonna do? Just stand there?
Kill us.
Wait,
Yeah.
when we're having a boss
He's gonna
fight?
be Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed, dude.
He's so mad.
Just drop him right on the boss.
I mean, I guess he would attack the boss and us.
yeah.
The door is large enough to allow medium creatures to pass through.
But
He's large.
who are you gonna have a boss fight with?
Ramos.
But Ramos isn't here.
Vampire person.
Yeah, anybody. I could open the
Oh.
door in any realm. And
Yeah.
Take him back
Oh,
out.
I see.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be transporting some people here.
but
Drop
he's-
the giant on whatever we're fighting. Okay,
Yeah, he's
all right.
too big
It's
though.
a summon.
Yeah, as a summon. He's too big, but
I summon Takbor. Oh! Just falls from the sky.
dude, there is a thing I think.
I really like that idea.
He's a humanoid.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a giant humanoid.
Yeah.
This one makes me nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Takbor. All right. Oh, this is a bad idea. How would we define the term incapacitated? Like, if someone is laying down willingly, are they incapacitated, or do they have to be like asleep?
No, incapacitated, like, to me means, like, even if you wanted to function, you couldn't.
Okay, yeah. So he'd have to be like at least asleep.
Or like knocked out or something.
Like how we met.
Right.
Right.
Yes, that is absolutely incapacitated.
Because I can make him a thrall, but he has to be incapacitated.
Knock him out.
Yeah. I don't care about Takbor.
Okay.
Therese doesn't.
He's a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Is my hut up yet, dude?
Yeah, you got your hut.
Purple dome back.
It's just so funny, like just him like building the hut for a minute and just
I'm going to sleep, dude.
Okay, Birdcough
Full
sleeps. Birdcough wants to sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you have like a painting in there of a seagull?
Yeah, dude, Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan. Yeah.
Dylan the seagull. I say to Pomper and Potbelly in their heads, I'm like, are you ready to leave? Rejoin with Villiand?
Yeah, Potbelly. Pick something you like.
Two things. Probably wants to respond to Therese first, and he goes, "What? Didn't Birdcough just go to sleep? We're gonna leave Birdcough behind?"
I told Birdcough we need to reunite with Villiand. He's free to do as he chooses. I'm not gonna. We can't afford. Villiand can't afford another 8 hours of us not joining up with him. I think possibly.
That makes sense to me, but I don't feel good leaving him with this thing.
I don't feel good about it either.
I mean, I laid out the options for Birdcough, and he made a choice. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know?
Do we know how Villiand is doing?
No, that's what worries me. My
Can we
raven
send
is
her-
on its way to try to see, but it'll take a long time. We have to walk all the way back to that pillar.
He was all right when I left him, but who knows?
Like,
Don't
it took
trust
us
that
hours
Palvin.
to get here. We should be on our way.
As far as the weapons go, Pomper, they all look equally frightening to me. I don't even know where to begin.
Get him like a crossbow, dude.
Crossbow.
Point
I'm
and
looking
shoot.
for a crossbow.
Point and shoot.
Okay. So, you see a glass presentation, like the other weapons I described, of 3 crossbows. 2 of them seem to be a pair that you could fit in either hand.
Crossbows!
And then
Demon Hunter, dude!
there is another one that seems to be much larger and bigger.
Probably easier too.
Well,
A little less finesse.
He's a troll. He's a big
Yeah.
boy.
Unlike Therese's weapon that is glowing a brilliant white, these crossbows seem extremely well made, but there's nothing. It's hard to tell if there's anything special just by looking at them. There's a pouch of bolts next to the crossbows.
This looks easy, Potbelly. You can stand behind us and just aim and pull the trigger. I grabbed the big one.
This looks easy. What are you talking about? I don't even know what this is. I've never seen anything like it.
Like this. I grab it,
Okay.
aim it just at the wall,
Okay.
and just pull it.
When you shoot, the bolt lights on fire
Oh, dude!
and goes into the wall like a bullet.
Oh, dude.
I say to Pomper, Pomper, don't break anything.
Whoa.
What was that magic?
I don't know. It was like my flame breath, but on the arrows.
I'm taking this.
Here, Potbelly, give it a try.
Oh, I can use hand crossbows. I just
taking
looked
the
down. I was
dualies?
like, "Whoa."
Here, try it.
Oh, it's
Just don't point it at us.
so heavy. How do I shoot it?
Just this little knob right here. You just pull it.
I'm gonna just going to say you like reload the crossbow. I'm just going to include that for you.
Get a bunch of bolts, dude.
Yeah, grab all the bolts.
Okay.
All 5 of them.
Even the one that hit the wall, I go and I grab it back.
It's inside the wall.
And that one's worthless,
jeez,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
Gonzo.
It's burned
All right. Where do you point Potbelly?
at the hut. The invisible hut.
at the exact same spot that I shot at.
Nice.
Aim for that hole. Try to shoot that.
He lifts up the crossbow. You see it shaking a little bit. He's nervous. But
Just breathe.
with you by his side, he does summon the courage. And he fires. And just like before, the bolt lights on fire and shoots into the wall. And for a second, Potbelly is just stunned. His mouth is agape. But that astonishment turns into a slight smile.
Oh god,
And he
bloodlust.
No. He goes, that was kind of fun.
How's his aim?
That's the start of bloodlust.
The aim is poor.
Okay.
It hit the bottom of the wall.
All right.
Look, Potbelly. Combat is not fun.
15-year-old boy.
I pick up the hand crossbows.
A wall is not the same as a living, breathing creature.
Pomper, you gave me a promise, and now I'm gonna give you one, okay? I won't fire at anything unless you say so. However, it was pretty fun. You call it a crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
It was fun shooting the crossbow. I might shoot it at a log or something if I know there's nothing around. But anything living, I won't shoot unless you tell me to.
I aim the hand crossbows at the hole and shoot them.
Okay. So, similarly to the large crossbow, yours have a little electric bolt.
Both of them?
Both of them do.
Nice.
I take some bolts.
They're not as quite as dramatic
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the size of the crossbow, but you do get two of
No,
them.
Potbelly has all the bolts.
Does he?
No.
Oh.
We just said give us all the bolts
Give
you
us
have.
All the bolts.
I guess you could grab 5 and just put them in the bag.
Yeah, I take some bolts and put them in the bag of multiplication.
So, the pouch, let's say there's 100 bolts in there.
Okay.
Just as a nice number. You can take a handful of those and put them in the bag of multiplication.
Okay.
That has survived
Yeah.
so much. Okay.
I'll just write infinity bolts.
Ben, you need to just like summon like an electric crow to just come and take that bag away.
Hey, man. I have all these things, but we've never gotten to use them, so it's like whatever. It's fine.
You have multiplied the sweets to great effect.
That's
Yeah.
true. And grapes. Got a lot of grapes.
Got a lot of grapes, yep.
Still got that mysterious deck of cards and some.
Yeah. I gotta use
It
those.
wouldn't make sense for me to grab a whip, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, sorry.
wouldn't
That's totally on me. You can look for a whip if you want. It's up to you. I leave that in your hands.
Find some context of why I would grab.
It doesn't
a
work.
whip.
There is none.
There is
Yeah, it doesn't work. It
You're
doesn't
out of your
work.
mind.
You got your mace, dude. You got this
Exactly.
good mace.
Let's just say you were distracted by the grandeur of the weapons.
Are there any shields?
Yes, there absolutely are shields.
Oh, yeah, you do need shields.
Dude, your armor class is about to get boosted.
I'm looking for a Tower Knight style shield.
Hamel
is
the
that?
Rock.
It's just a tower shield.
Just a big square, a big rectangle.
Big,
Oh, cool.
Like body sized.
yeah. And I can slam into the ground.
There has to be some sort of drawback to a shield that big.
Yeah, it's
right?
heavy and
It's
loud.
heavy.
So the shield that you see that first catches your eye is you see a very large shield. It is not, unfortunately, a tower shield. It is a very wide, round shield that has a blazing sun on it.
Ooh.
Takbor's not going to be happy about that.
Tagboard and killer.
Hey, Takbor.
He doesn't respond, but go ahead.
That shield is beautiful. What's its significance?
We call that the sun's kiss. The sun touches everything, blesses everything. And that shield will let you feel its healing touch.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude.
I love healing others.
Cool.
Can I take it?
You can take anything and everything in this place if you want.
Thanks, Takbor. I take the sun's kiss.
Okay.
Nice.
Sun-kissed.
Yeah, sun-kissed. I say, okay, Pomper, Potbelly, let's go. Takbor, Birdcough promised to kill you as soon as he's done sleeping. Thank you for everything. I think you should reconsider, but it's up to you. It's your choice. Potbelly will oblige, or Birdcough will oblige. And then Pomper Birdcough will meet up with us again.
I hope so.
And then we'll go find Villian.
Are we really gonna leave him?
Absolutely.
What if?
He can teleport there if he needs to. It's
okay,
fine.
yeah, he can teleport.
It'll be okay.
And Takbor's in a good mood.
I
He'll
don't
look
know
out.
if teleport is limited to same plane of existence.
No, I meant to the pillar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't teleport into
No,
that.
he
Yeah.
couldn't go to
That
another.
vampire
Yeah,
world.
he doesn't have
No.
plane shift.
And I've seen that hut before. Nothing can get through
Oh,
that.
he'll be fine. And if Takbor wants to die, I don't think he'll try to kill Birdcough.
Okay.
Is Birdcough dreaming of anything?
He's dreaming of steak. Just a big
Okay.
steak. A steak and mead.
All right, so we have some new gear. We have a plan of action. And we have potentially Birdcough soloing the kill on Tactical.
10 episodes.
I hope you get like 10,000 XP.
Yeah.
Wait, Therese just got an idea.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, Takbor, are there any... This might be a strange question. Are there any shoes or anything that can make us walk or run faster here? Do you have anything like that?
In all of my conquering, I do not remember seeing such a thing.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot. All right, let's go. We walk out.
All right. With our newly powered up crew, what will happen to them? Will they meet up with Villian safely? We'll see you next week. Bye.